My 6-year-old student said that his parents enjoyed drinking and driving and did it all the time. It was show and tell Thursday, and little Stevie stood in front of the class, proudly telling us what he looked forward to doing the most this weekend. "I can't wait to go to the lake and go drinking and driving with mommy and daddy," he screamed out with the biggest smile. "It's my favorite." My heart stopped. I nervously glanced around at the other kids who were either innocently clapping or zoned out and quickly called up the next presenter. After dismissing the class for recess, I pulled Stevie aside. "Hey buddy, can we talk about what you said during show and tell?" He nodded eagerly. "You said your parents drink and drive, right?" He grinned. "Yeah, all the time. It's so fun." My stomach twisted into knots. "I see. Do they do this while you're in the car with them?" He nodded. "Uh-huh. They drink in the car. They drink on the lake, and sometimes they let me have some too. This time they're gonna teach me how to drink and swim just like them." Oh god, I felt all the blood from my face drain. "Do you know how to swim?" "No, mommy said that's what makes it fun." I did a double take. This was worse than I'd thought. A 6-year-old being given alcohol and his parents drove around drunk with him in the back seat was definitely an emergency situation. I had to do something before he went out with his family this weekend. I asked one of the teachers to watch the kids while I hurried over to the principal's office. I explained everything Stevie had said, expecting immediate action. Instead, she waved her hand dismissively. You know, kids say the wildest things. My own nephew thought he could go and live in Bikini Bottom when he was at that age. Stevie probably saw something on TV and misunderstood something. But he said he drinks it too. I pressed. His answers were consistent. She sighed and clasped her hands together, placing them on her desk. "Look, I know you care, but we can't start making accusations based on a 6-year-old's show and tell story. Do you know how many lawsuits that would open up? We're still dealing with your little incident last year, remember? So unless you have actual evidence, try not to overthink things. Unless this time, you'd really like to get fired." She smiled blankly and pointed at the door. I knew what she said had some truth to it, but my gut told me there was more. So that afternoon, when Stevie's older brother Kieran came to pick him up from class, I had to try and get more information out of them. I waved at him with a professional smile and asked, "Hey, is everything okay at home?" Kieran tilted his head in confusion and said, "Yes, is there a problem?" I told him that Stevie had said something alarming in class. He mentioned they drink and drive. Kieran laughed. "Oh man, Stevie says the craziest stuff. Don't worry about it. He's got a wild imagination." He ruffled Stevie's hair. "Come on, bud, let's go home." Maybe I should have dropped it, but I couldn't seem to let it go. So that night, I did more digging. I looked up Stevie's parents on social media. I scrolled back through years of posts, birthday parties, family vacations, nothing unusual until I found a post from 4 years ago. A photo of a sobriety chip with the caption, "1 year strong, never going back." My blood went cold. His dad had a drinking problem. I instantly thought, what if he'd relapsed? And when I thought about Stevie, I couldn't help what I did next. I called Stevie's parents and asked them to come in for a serious meeting. "Is everything okay?" his mom asked when they arrived, looking with a worried expression. His dad stood beside her menacingly, arms crossed over his chest. "I'm concerned about Stevie's safety at home." During show and tell, he said something troubling. I started carefully. He said that you both drink and drive regularly, and that he's in the car when you do it. He even said he drinks too sometimes. There was a long silence. Then Stevie's mom's face changed. Her eyes went wide, and then she burst out into a genuine can't catch her breath laugh. His dad joined in, shaking his head. "Oh my god," she managed between laughs. "I know what he's talking about." She looked at her husband, the Sprites. I paused. "Wait, what?" I asked. His dad smiled. "We have this tradition. Every Sunday, we drive to the park with Sprites. It's the only day we allow the kids to have soda because it makes them hyper. So yeah, we literally drink Sprite and drive to the park. That's what he means." I wanted to disappear into the floor. All that panic, the principal's office, interrogating their teenage son, stalking their social media, over Sprite. "I'm so sorry," I stammered. "I thought, we know what you thought," his dad said, but he wasn't angry. "Honestly, we appreciate that you cared enough to check. Not a lot of teachers would." They stayed to chat a bit longer, but as they were leaving, Stevie's mom turned back. "We've got an extra Sprite in the car if you want, just so you can see we're not secretly terrible parents." She laughed. I laughed too. "Sure, I'd love one." She jogged out and came back with an ice-cold Sprite can. "Enjoy," she smiled. I took a sip in front of them and nearly spit it out. That wasn't just Sprite. There was definitely alcohol in this. I looked up at them, and they were now watching me with the darkest expression on their faces.